The days of painting a picture with words are over. The old style of writing where descriptions of scenes and location in the minutest of detail, that is unnecessary and draws down the enjoyment of a reader's experience. Why is this? Well, it used to be that people could not travel. They did not see many pictures of the greater world. They didn't have access to the billions of images that we have access to today. So they didn't have visual catalogs and of all the different types of scenes and locations, what a desert would look like and feel like, what the inside of a train would look like, what a forest would look like. But just by me mentioning those three places, I'm sure that very, very accurate and detailed and complete pictures appeared in your mind. That didn't happen for the reader a few hundred years ago, because the only places they knew were the places in their immediate location. And so the old style of writing where you wanted to meticulously add every item on the shelf and every facet of the household, that is unnecessary and really just will bore the viewer. If you study minimalist art, you understand that one technique of minimalism is to let the viewer or reader fill in the rest of the image or sound or description of scene on their own. It's really pretty simple to do. When you're describing a scene or a location, ask yourself, what is my reader filling in? What do they already know about the type of scene or location I'm describing, and how complete are they making that picture? And then you can ask yourself, well, you look at what you're writing and say, what details can I leave out? Because for the current day reader, the less cluttered a description, the better. One of the best ways to create a full experience of a scene or location is to find choice details that trigger a fuller experience for your reader. So if you're going to describe a kitchen, you could say that there's a large pot with boiling Italian-smelling dish, and that one detail is going to bring a fuller experience of that kitchen than going in and describing the types of containers that the spices are held in, and the curtains, and how many windows, and how big the table is, and how many chairs. So instead of trying to build that whole scene for the character, if there happen to be like 5 chairs in a small kitchen, that is an interesting detail that can make your reader feel like they're there, and they can feel the crampedness of the too many chairs in a small kitchen. And when you describe a big pot on the stove with boiling spicy food, it gives them a sense of what has been happening in that kitchen during that day, and the mood in that kitchen, and what is going on and what is going to happen. So it's a detail that takes your reader to that place, and let them fill in all the other details and give up control. Let them go ahead and create, for the most part, their own kitchen for your story. Project I've been working on, Terrible Immunity, it's going to be 6 books, and I want to get many episodes of it up online to view for free, and that project is at solomation.com, SOLOMATION.com. If you have a moment, please go check it out. I'd greatly appreciate it. An important question to ask yourself what is interesting to you about the scene you want to write about. If it's the vastness of the landscape, then put details in there. Have your protagonist unable to see the goal that they're trying to get to, and so they're squinting and they can't see it, and that'll create a sense of the vastness of the landscape. Another important element to describing scene and location is mood. Think about the overall mood. I mean, if you're writing a scary story, you want it to take place in a scary place. So you could have the description of the weather contribute to the mood. Think about what kind of mood you want to use the description to convey. Another important element is timing. So think about how you get to know scenes and locations in the real world. If we only are in a place we've never been to for a very short time, we aren't going to get to know that place very well. So in your story, you can describe locations sparingly at first, and then over time, as your characters spend more time in that location, you can bring in more detail, and the reader can get to know that location better as your characters do. It's helpful to have your characters interacting with their environment. If you're describing a winter scene, a character breaking through snow that hasn't ever been trodden on before, that creates interesting tension and action in describing the scene. So if you know which character you want your reader to identify with, describe the location the way that character would see it. What are the concerns? What are the current goals of that character? Is the room that they're in, is it too cold? Are they looking for a heater that they want to turn on? Find a way. Your character should be engaged in that location, and for whatever motives or reasons, things that they need to do in that location, use that to describe the location, what it's like, what they're looking for, what they find that is important and interesting to them. Describe that, and that will bring out the location, and at the same time will make your reader invested in that character and interested in the well-being of that character. Thanks for watching. If you like the tutorial, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you have an idea for a book you think the viewers would like to see, or any thoughts about how to describe location, please leave a comment. I hope your writing goes great. I hope you're working on a story that will entertain the thousands, and I hope you have a good day.